Okay, they just lagged for the finals in the 2016 U.S. Open One Pocket Championship. Wow. I believe the 9 ball is a touch closer. Not much. And that would be Alex. This is a race to 5, Alex Pagulayan versus Corey Deuel. And this is the 2016 U.S. Open One Pocket, and it's sponsored by CueSports International, Pool Table Magic, and that's the venue we're at in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. A really nice room. Also Tiger cues, Aramith balls, and Simonis cloth, and OB cues. And this is a race to 5, $4,000 for first place, $2,500 for second. We had a fairly small field, 16 players. We had some talent. And it's no surprise to see these guys in the finals. I'm joined in the booth with Peter Goldston. Did I pronounce that right? Ghosteen. Well, he's from Florida. We don't care. We'll never see him again.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's way more knowledgeable in One Pocket than I am, so he'll be doing most of the commentary. And
at least not until next year.
Yeah, that's right. You'll see me next year somewhere.
Or this summer.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
Oh, that's true.
Vegas. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, for our nationals at the Rio in July 20th through 30th. As soon as this match is over, we'll be we have some straight pool matches that have started. It's round robin format, first rounds in the straight pool. So we have 4 matches going on right now. And when after this stream is done, then we'll be streaming straight pool for the next 3 days. And the finals of the straight pool are at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
I don't think Corey's going to like this. He tried to hide the cue ball behind the 14-11, and he accidentally bumped the 14.
He played very well against Shane last night.
Yeah, he did.
But he played terrible against Alex prior to that. So
right.
We're not sure which Corey's going to show up, but he's obviously capable.
No doubt about that. Those are the 2 people I lost to.
Yeah.
I lost to Alex in the first round, 4-2. And then I won 3 consecutive matches. The next match was Corey, and I had a tougher time with Corey. He suffocated me. I was gasping for air. He beat me 4-0. And even though I believe Alex is the best in the world right now, I think Corey has every bit of a chance to win this match right here. It cannot be any closer.
Alex made an uncharacteristic error there. The cue ball ended about a foot short of where he wanted it to be.
I think he can recover from that. He'll make that ball.
Yeah.
He's got the angle to come back up for the 6.
He gets a lot of mileage. You give him air, and he's liable to run the 8 now.
No doubt about that.
He moves the cue ball real well.
He runs the patterns. He plays patterns so well. The 8 and out. From ball to ball, he moves better than anyone that I've seen. His shot selection and efficiency is second to none. Here, I think he can draw the ball past the 2-ball cluster and go for the 10 if he's got the angle. I don't know if he does or not. I think he's got a slight angle for that. He will draw that ball because once he gets on that 12, I see what he did.
For the 2.
He put on a nice stroke early on. That is a confidence builder right now to stroke the ball like that. He still needs 2, 4, 6. He needs 3 balls.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got 6. He's got 5.
I think he has 5 also.
Yeah, now he's got 6. Yeah. Now he's got the perfect angle to shoot the 4.
And just float over.
Float over to
the 1, the
side.
10, 9.
It's a safe shot. And then 9-1 or 9-13 or whatever.
He's got 3 or 4 of them over there.
Yeah, he only needs 2 now. Nice shot.
I think that's it. Yeah. And that's how you play one pocket. See, it's a simple game, really.
Yeah, really. Seriously. You just tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Connect the dots with a pencil.
Yeah.
I ran him well from here, didn't I?
Yeah.
He put on a nice stroke to go for those 2 balls on this side.
Yes. Yeah.
He didn't want to baby that shot. He preferred to put on a solid stroke on it and nail those 2 extra balls.
These guys are such good shot makers, too. You know, a lot of times, mid-speed player, they're concentrating on making the shot. They know they're going to make the shot. They can play, concentrate on the shape.
Exactly.
You know, but that's what practice is all about.
Right.
So go to your local pool hall, buy a table, do something. Join the league.
Ooh. Oh. So, the break, I was very successful breaking the balls here, and I don't know why Corey's doing that. I actually put the cue ball as close to the rail as possible.
He was...
And loaded it with English,
Yeah.
hit the head ball slightly thicker than normal. Never had a double kiss or a scratch or anything. He should get aggressive with the break here.
He made the ball in the break 2 times the first day, and I think he made ball in the break in the last match on this table. Must have been against Shane or somebody, obviously. But when he broke, didn't he have the cue ball almost in the center of the table?
Yeah, that's what I didn't like.
You're asking for trouble.
Yeah,
at
I
that
don't
angle.
like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Now, here the tables are breaking well. You should really take advantage of it and load up that cue ball with English. You get really good results. I think he's got a combination here, and the reason he's electing to shoot is because he could still hide behind the pack and have the 11 next if he makes it. Because Alex positioned the soldier by his hole right there, so that's a threat. Threat number 1.
Boy, the combination doesn't look that good from this angle when you're looking
No, it
down
doesn't.
on it.
You're right. It doesn't look that great.
Looks a whole lot better.
But what he can do is move that ball towards his hole and play the cue ball more so than the combination.
Yes.
If he plays it softly, hit the 11 first, then he could cut the 4 closer to the pocket than if he were to shoot the 2 directly into the 4. 2-11-4 kind of. Or he might elect to play the 2-11.
I think that's what he's doing.
You know,
That's what I would do.
if the angle is right, it's a little of a challenge. A little bit of a challenge to. Yeah, he played it like that. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's why Alex was shaking his head after he played. After his last inning, he looked at the situation, shook his head a little bit. He knew that he left something.
Yeah.
All right. He's looking to see if he can throw that 4 ball because those 2 balls are out of play. If he plays the 2-13, he gets a good angle on the 13.
Yeah, I would think that's
Then
and then come
float
back.
down to the 3-14.
Yeah.
But that would be the shot. He's got a perfect angle. Perfect angle. I love to watch Corey. You can almost hear him think.
He thinks differently than most people.
And Alex too.
Yeah.
And I like his composure. If he misses a ball, you can hardly notice his reaction. Both of them.
Yeah. Corey shows a little temper at once in a while, but the Filipinos are known for their passive exterior.
Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes
I think it's much better, especially for long races. You don't burn all that energy. You don't get all tight.
Right.
I think it's a smart way to play.
Some people manage to turn their temper into positive energy too. You know, different people react differently. I'm interested to see what he does here. Will he break those balls? No. He didn't have the right angle. He's going to bank the 8. He's going to bank the 8. Or, oh.
He might be going after the 4.
He thinks he can make the 4. Okay. He can throw it from that angle. Okay. He had the right angle to throw the ball. Cut it. All right. He needs 3 or 2 more. Really?
Yeah, that counts right.
I
There's
count 9 balls on the table with Alex not having anything.
Yeah.
He owes 1. Okay, Corey owes 1. He scratched on the break. Good thing I wasn't.
Snooze, you lose, huh? That's right. Put Whitey straight in the hole.
Yeah, that's right. Keep track of that. 3 to the 5, 7 to the 15. Yeah. Came a little short.
Little short.
If he cannot see the 8,
no, I don't think he can.
He's not going to be very happy.
He's not. Oh, he can.
He can see it, but he's going to cut the 15 anyways. He's going to cut the 15. He's not afraid of these 5-inch pockets. Yeah.
Yeah, the tables play good, but they're standard cut gold crown 1s and 2s, and they're a little generous in the pocket category.
Oh yeah, they do play excellent. Yeah. Excellent. At this point here, instead of he's looking to see if there's anything in play. I'd look. You know what I would do personally? I'd just give Alex the 6.
I was thinking the same thing. Why
keep him on the bottom rail?
Keep it simple. We've been saying that for days.
This way, Alex is forced to shoot up table. Just give him the 6. Give it to him. Don't even.
You're not giving up
take
anything else. Although you put Alex in the corner, he may try to bank the 1. You got to be a little careful. He'll spin it.
He does do some magic stuff, no doubt. He can make the 6 and put the cue ball just below the first diamond, exactly to hide him from seeing the 1, protect the 112. Yeah, don't do that, Corey.
What is he doing?
He's looking to play maybe a cut on, I don't know, some crazy shot.
Yeah.
A combination. He's looking to see if he shoots into the 3-9, straight into the 3. The 3 caroms off the 9 and nips the 10. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of, I'm looking directly at the table, and it's possible, but it's not the time for that. He's ahead. So he did the exact right thing. He did the exact right thing. That's how you play 1 time. This is one of the strongest moves in the game. It frees the guy on the bottom rail, especially when you're ahead. 7-0. That cue ball should be nowhere.
Yeah, just don't give the guy any air.
Nowhere but the bottom rail. And he should quickly work towards pushing those balls up table, because any small mistake, and Alex would capitalize on that. So, you can tell from Alex's reaction that Corey did the right thing.
He wants to be a little aggressive on this, and well, he's doing something with the 1, looks like.
Well, when you're behind like that, you have to go. You have to get aggressive. There's no way you can. And look at that. You called that shot earlier, and what did we say? Give the guy the 6 and put the cue ball.
Take away the 1.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Protect the 1. Alex is the man. Under pressure. Or when duty calls, he shows up. He's got the 3 if he wants to shoot it. He's got the bank on the 13. He's got the 9.
I didn't think the 9 would.
Yeah, it
It
passes.
did, though.
On the,
Now he's back in the game.
as soon as I looked directly at the table, I saw that the 9 was makeable. Yeah.
He's supposed to get these 5 balls at this end.
He's going to shoot the 3, the 13.
Actually, if he runs the 5,
8,
is there a
and
ball
then-
up in the corner?
Yeah.
Or no? Yep, there it is.
there's
Yeah, I
the
couldn't see
6
it.
ball.
So that's where it's going to end up. It's going to be 7-7 with a 6 ball left on the table.
You know, Alex is looking to see, I bet, right now, is can I play position on the 12? He wants to get that 12 as soon as possible. And if he gets the right angle on the 13, he can. But I think he'll probably now leave the 12 to the end. 13, 8, then 12. Leave himself an angle on the 13, on the 8, and then draw for the 12. Possibly leave himself a bank on the 10. You see, he was playing for the 12 right now.
Boy, he didn't do himself any favors.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
But he did leave himself a bank on the 10 if
True.
he wants to continue.
Yeah.
He was definitely playing for the 12. Thing about this bank, it'll be hard not to leave the guy a shot on the 12.
Mm-hmm. Just the speed's going to take the cue.
Because he's got to have to hit it with inside English or no English. I don't think he'll shoot it with running English. And even if he did shoot it with running English, he's still going to give the guy a shot at the 12. But I think he's going to keep going because it's his shot at winning the game or equalizing the. Okay, here we go.
Like you say, he gave up the shot.
He gave up a shot, but
He's still got control of the table, so it's a moot point.
right, he was telling himself, you know what? I'm not going to get a better chance at winning the game, so I'm going to have to keep going. He's going to spin with inside English. Oh. Okay, well, he certainly left the bank. And I think Corey will take it because it's his winning opportunity, and it's hard to get that 8 out of there.
Probably going to hit a pocket speed, so it hangs around.
He followed to the rail because the 8 ball is not inside the pocket.
He undershot it just a little bit. Looks like it would have gone. But he didn't want to overshoot it, and he didn't want to leave a short rail bank.
Right. 2 things he can do here. He can softly kick the 12 away from the pocket, or he can actually kick it to move it towards his hole, which is what
That's
I
what
think
he's doing.
he's doing.
He's kicked
Softly,
the bank. Yep.
softly, like that. But he hit it hard. He hit it hard.
Thought it was going to come back further than that.
I don't know if he left. He left a real tough shot. Let's put it
I
this
don't.
way.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
Yeah.
That's for a 16-year-old kid in his eyes.
You should see the cut, the ball that Alex cut yesterday. I would have bet 10,000 he wouldn't make it. He had a ball. He had the cue ball exactly where it is right now, and the object ball where the 12 is, but maybe a couple of inches higher than the counter. And he cut it straight in where the 8 is, into that pocket. It was unbelievable. I was told later that Luther Lassiter used to practice that shot and never missed it. But the cue ball wasn't really with at the head rail. It was first or second diamond in that area. First or second diamond. By the string, by the head string. Oh my God, what a shot. What a shot.
Earlier,
What a shot.
Yeah, earlier Corey was practicing taking balls out of the pocket and getting them to cross over to his side, but not at this angle. This was the other day.
That's a super shot.
Yeah. But notice how the 8 came out.
Yeah,
It
came out beautiful.
Yeah. The other one was just a freebie.
Yeah. I'm going to remember that shot. The ball wasn't inside the hole. It was at the corner, and he kind of wobbled it. He hit it so that it goes back and forth. It wobbles.
1-1, race to 5. This is the finals.
That's a shot to remember. You know what? That might be the shot of the match, right there. If Corey wins this, that will be the highlight of the match. That shot. And I'll never forget that shot.
Well, the one thing about Corey, watch him. It's like watching Efren. You see these gems, because he's got such an imagination.
He does have a repertoire of
yes,
of some beautiful shots, no doubt about that. And he loves using masse.
He's pretty creative.
What a shot. I'd like to watch that shot again on video later on. See exactly how it was positioned and all. All right, well.
All these matches in about 3 months or so when we do a pay-per-view.
YouTube,
we don't put them up for 3-4 months.
Right.
But they will show up at our YouTube channel. And there's a lot of other matches from previous events. So.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, every time I go on YouTube, I see so many CSI videos. It's a great learning tool for the viewer. It is.
You can subscribe to the channel. Just go to our website and you can subscribe. Then you'll be notified whenever a new one's posted.
And that's www.playcsipool.com.
That is right. Damn, we got you trained. And then you're getting ready to leave.
I enjoyed the event. I did well, and I played almost as well as I can. I really did well. I'm happy. So next time I'll do even better. I just have to raise it up a notch and start giving these guys more of a challenge. That was a beautiful shot.
It was. I didn't think it was going to go at first.
It wasn't a great break because the break return was available, and it was a free shot for him the way he played it.
Yeah.
Now he's looking at, of course, 115 maybe. I don't know. 1 and make the 15. If he's got.
He's loading up. I mean, he's going to try and draw back and shoot the 14.
Right.
No.
You see, he still has the bank.
Yeah, that's his insurance. Yeah.
He still has the bank. Not only that, but he's got a real nice angle to hit and stop and then shoot the 7 next.
Yeah.
There we go. 2 options here. He can either cut the 7, which I believe he'll do. He can bank the 4, and he can shoot. He cut the 11. He's looking at cutting the 11 because if he does, he'll be able to nip the 9, move the 2 towards his hole, and shoot it next. But I think that cue ball is going to be closer to the head rail when all is said and done. Oh, he missed the whole thing. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad given that the 14 is there. However,
that's a risky shot. You're on the wrong side of the rack.
Yes, but if he runs into the 5, it's going to push the 13 out and towards his hole.
Correct.
So he reads the.
Yeah, these are shots you just don't want to miss, though.
Right.
You're just giving up too much.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Gorgeous shot. I figured a more conservative one-pack player would have banked the 4 and hit behind those balls, the pack. After he had shot the bank earlier, bank and hit and stop, he was in perfect position to bank the 4, hang it in the hole if he doesn't make it, and hide behind the pack. But no, these guys are super aggressive. They play a different kind of one pocket, run out one pocket.
Well, everything's run out. Well, now,
Right,
yeah.
right. Because the greatest move in the game is 8 and out. And if you're capable of doing that, you just go for it. All right, Corey, let me see what you got here. Again, a conservative player, he might come up and shoot the 12-10 or the 5. He banks that, in other words.
Mm-hmm.
Either bank
the 5 is good.
Or shoot the 12-10. But he's seeing something different. He's drawing into the 10, hopefully to get the 5. Seeing that, he ran into the 5. He was playing precision pool. All right, he's ahead 6, right? He's ahead 6. Get that 7 out of there. And freeze him on the bottom rail.
Well, he only needs one ball. I'm surprised.
Oh, he needs one. Yeah.
That I would expect him to bank the 5 and just draw it. Or he can stick it behind the rack.
He can stick it. Yeah, he can stick it.
I figured he'd draw it down up towards the 3.
All right, let's say that he doesn't make it. There's a chance he'd leave a cross bank, even though he might freeze him on the 12. But, we'll see. Okay, well, he took away the 7 and shot this one pocket speed. He didn't leave a bank. It fell. Yeah, listen, that was a good shot. He controlled Whitey real well and shot the ball at pocket speed, even if
barely. I mean, it just dribbled it.
Yeah, that's one
pocket speed. Oh yeah,
that's one pocket speed. Too.
You can always see the difference between the bank players and the one pocket players.
Right.
Bank players, they fly at 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
Some of those bank players are just off the charts, man.
No doubt.
2-0. 2-1. 2-1.
Right,
I'm sorry.
he's still breaking from the first diamond. And he broke better. He has
got a little
better
higher.
Results.
Yeah, got a little higher on the table. I still don't think he needs to be, he's still able to see those balls.
If he puts the cue ball close to the side rail, he would get better results. He'd push more balls towards his hole. All right. The view's open for, he's got an open view at Corey's side. He should be able to successfully respond to this break. Neutralize the break, in other words. That's the objective of the non-breakers. Seek to neutralize the break as soon as possible.
What is conventional wisdom, like breaks worth a ball, usually?
Sometimes more.
Well, sometimes it can be, but
because you spend the first few innings trying to neutralize it. So oh my God, how great. I mean, after you look at it and say, no way I'd do that if you put a gun in my head. But then you look at the result and you say, wow. He's got the 7 even if you can't get the 8. If the 8 isn't available, the 7 is. It's very close, and I cannot tell sitting here and looking down at the table whether it's available or not. Many things are available, including banking the 12 and float the cue ball to the 15. That's another, I don't need to elaborate on that. He shot it straight and it was available. And all this is a result of Corey not being very aggressive with the break. So sometimes it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
Another display of surgical precision here from Alex. You can almost count on those.
Ooh, I
He's
think
got
he wanted
the combo. He's got the
yeah,
combo.
but he wanted to hit the 4-ball. I
Right,
believe
no
it is,
doubt. Once he hits the combo, which I'm sure he'll make, I'm not going to jinx him. The 3 automatically becomes available. And then he can come back up for the 9 and the 8. And then the 4. So he's got 4 balls. Oh, I see. He's not going to do it.
He does.
Yeah, listen.
He's
got a free bank right here.
Yeah.
And look what he did with
Yeah.
the cue ball. That's why he liked that.
Yeah.
He didn't want to use the bridge and have to play the combination. I get inspired watching these guys. I really do.
I just like to try to second guess what they're gonna do because they,
Sure, that's how to
Yeah.
learn, is to try and figure out what he's gonna do. One thing you can do is thin the 15-2 rail with low right English and put the cue ball on the other side of the ball. But I don't know if that's even. Well, you can see the 13. He's banking the 13. That's what it looks like. You can see it. Yeah. Not bad. We know what's coming next.
yep,
He's gonna
they're
kick
going
behind the
upstairs.
13. He's going to kick behind the 13, though.
I would think he'd just hit the 5 square and just take both of them out of play.
Well, that's possible. That's a possibility. Or he can kick behind it. I think
I think that's what he's going to do. Yeah.
The down table battle is not over yet. That's he still sees the opportunity to wrap up the game.
And
quickly.
Alex,
Either way, it could go either way.
Alex is a tremendous banker, so he doesn't mind that. It's funny you call it down table, up table.
Right. Well, that's the thing is
the other end of the table.
the early battle is a down table battle. They're both fighting for supremacy down here. Whoever can wrap up the game quickly down table, or get an advantage down table before pushing the balls up table. That's key. Here, it's not a bad situation for. I'm really looking forward to see what Corey's going to come up with. How's he going to deal with that 12? I don't know if thinning the 5 and hide behind the 12 is available. I think it's too touchy.
That is touchy. Get a little too fat.
He can come off the 12, thin the 12, hide behind the 3-4, but he might leave a bank there as well. The 2 is available, and if he gives him an opening on the 2, it's available for banking. The 13 can be banked given the right position. So he's right here because Corey is below, is behind. Because Corey is behind, he doesn't want to give Alex the opportunity to push balls up table. He could come off with 15 and leave Alex on his side up table, on upper corner pocket. Come off the 15 and leave him in the near the upper corner pocket on the right side, on Alex's side. This way, he's forcing him to shoot down table. And he'd be protecting a bunch of balls. He's looking at maybe to thin the 15 and send the cue ball up table. This way, he'd be banking the 15 into Alex's side and back towards his side. I think that's what he's looking at. And I think it's available. He can shoot that. Those are the two choices that I like.
Well, he's sure thinking about it for a while. So
bank the 15 softly towards your hole and send the cue ball up table. Or come off the 15 and send the cue ball up table towards Alex's
Yeah, I
side.
like distance as
an equalizer.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't mess with the 12. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what? I don't like this shot personally because Alex has an easy out of this position. He's going to bank the 5 towards his hole, leave Corey on the bottom rail straight in on the 12. Had he played the other shot, Alex would have had to deal with 8 feet of distance.
But I think Corey actually wanted to get up behind the 12, but he got a little tentative. Worked well as far as getting the other 2 balls, the 2 and the 5 or whatever it was, away from Corey's pocket or Alex's. Knowing Alex, he might try to bank the 13, combination bank or something.
He doesn't need to.
No, he doesn't.
What he's going to do is move the 5 towards his hole. Leave the guy, straight on the 12. Doesn't need to, and he can shoot bank the 5 into the 2, move them both towards his hole. You're going to play a relaxation shot here. He said, oh, okay, he left me in a position where I don't have to do much. So I'm going to conserve energy. But he looks like he's doing something else.
Ooh.
No, he did exactly what I said.
Yeah, but he nipped the 13. Yeah.
But he didn't play it with draw. He just followed. He followed the cue ball. Now protecting that 13 is his primary concern, is paramount importance. He can kick that 4 and send the cue ball up table, which I'd be a little, I would do it against a weaker player, but these guys can shoot well.
Yeah.
He can softly shoot the 3
and just
towards the
float
side
rail.
pocket and float the cue
float
ball
to
gently
the rail.
towards the 6. Shoot the 3 towards the 4. Shoot the 3 towards the 4 at, slowly, just enough to freeze it on the rail and put that cue ball on the 6. Exactly like that. All right. That was my only thing that I thought would be effective. You're going to shoot the 14 into the 13. And, yeah. Those two balls are out of play. But he doesn't have anything to shoot at either. So I suspect this game will very soon turn into an up-table battle.
Yeah. He's going to do something with that 11-13. Maybe just kick at it, come in behind the 13.
It'd be dangerous. You know,
doesn't have to hit it with a lot of speed.
Well, he needs to deal with it. He could thin the 13 and put him on the bottom rail straight in on the 12. Because even though it's not makeable, at some point Alex is going to hit it softly and drive the 13, hang it in his hole, and hide the cue ball. So he doesn't want to. He probably want to deal with that right now. Just come off the 13 and just put him on the bottom rail. There's nothing else available, I don't think. He's kicking it because he thinks the 14-13 is dead. Oh, okay. Man, he's amazing.
He just pulls these little tweaky little
Yeah.
shots,
It was dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't know what he's thinking. So
It was dead.
that was a nice little shot.
Yeah, that's why I felt that the match is a lot closer than most people think. I played them both, and I felt that.
Alex is making some errors this game. Can't do that. Corey he's capable.
So Corey's up 2 games now, huh? Yeah.
He's down in ball count this game. Alex has 4, although 4, and then Corey has 0. I was thinking he scratched, but he didn't hit the 12. I was watching the 14 more. That's the one he was trying to go ahead and pocket.
Corey's got the opportunity now to win the game.
He does.
He's got all the balls he needs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Came back to 13. He's got the 9-5 lined up. That's a crucial shot because he needs to get perfect on whatever ball he wants to shoot.
Yeah, and it's always tricky to get shape when a ball's in the pocket like that.
He's thinking, do I draw in between the 15 and 11?
That's he's supposed to go that direction.
Right. He wants to be on top of all these balls.
Well, then yeah, he could go 2-rail shape too. He likes that.
He could start with the 12 first. Yeah. Or okay. You can never tell what they're going to do. Because there's no one right way to do things. Everyone's got their own preference. I don't want to open my mouth here and jinx him and say that I don't like having to jack up.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
it just makes that a little more difficult.
Because the last thing you want to do is say something like that and have the guy miss the ball. And just project positive energy on a player and just keep your mouth shut. All right, well, he's in good position now, I hope. He broke the 9 out. I mean, let me tell you what, that was a masterful shot right there. Masterful shot. As easy as it
it looks easy.
Or simple as it looks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's surgical precision right there.
You learn a lot of that in straight pool. How to come off the rail, high ball or whatever.
100%. Yeah. Viewers should, strive to achieve the same kind of precision. Don't settle for what's available. Create something more. I'm learning by watching here. Have to push the envelope. can count on him making the 15 and 11 and then see what his game-winning shot will be. He's got 5, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
this will be 6.
he's going to draw. He's got just enough to draw past the 9. Run into, I think he can run into the 6.
Yeah.
Or between the 9 and 6. He's got the angle. I bet the 9 is going to be the next shot. He's got the angle for it. He even have enough angle to draw past the 6 and shoot the 6. 6-9 would be his 2 shots, but important thing is to capitalize on this angle. He let up a little bit on the stroke.
Yeah, I was almost thinking he's probably going to shoot the 13, but I thought he'd leave the cue ball down here just because when he shoots the 13, the cue ball would go upstream. And
right, that's a possibility too.
It's all different now.
Yeah. I wouldn't risk anything here, personally. But he's the guy who knows what he needs to do.
If he can put the cue ball back where his finger was, he's not giving up anything. If he can get the cue ball to come around and get back towards that far corner, far upper right-hand corner, as we're looking at the table.
I really enjoy watching Corey play. Both of them, actually. But Corey, I mean, he's really playing intelligently. He's doing some intelligent things. There's a lot of educational value watching these two play here. Sometimes you watch two guys and all they're doing is ball banging. They have one ball available that they can lose with and not even win with. But he's kicking the 13 out of there, and now it becomes an up-table battle. Nothing is available. The 3 is not available. Yeah, nothing. Alex, he might cross the 13 over to his side and send the cue ball down table again. He's shooting the 9, sending the cue ball down table. Either way is fine.
That was look why he played cue ball perfectly,
isn't it?
Jeez, I was afraid of when I saw those balls move. I thought the 13 might come down this end of the table, but tables aren't that fast, so that's good. Perfect cue.
I love this venue. It's just phenomenal, really.
Yes, it's a nice joint.
Pool table magic. Windsor Locks. Windsor Locks, Connecticut.
You know, and the good part is you literally can walk to the airport. It's like 3 minutes away.
And you cross the street
500 feet to the hotel.
I've never had that before.
Me either. It's like being in the same building. And the hotel's like $67 a night, free breakfast.
I took the shuttle to the hotel from the airport. I came in late. And then I did Google Maps to see where the pool room is. It says 2 minutes. I said, shoot, 2 minutes on foot? Okay. I looked out of the window. Here's pool table magic.
It's like,
all right.
It's amazing.
It's like I hit the lottery.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, what do you got available here? Nothing safe. Let's put it this way. Nothing safe. And if you notice, the 4-3-13 obstruct the bank
yes,
path,
they do.
The path to the 9-ball bank.
They're in the pathway.
He's going to have to start dealing with that. Maybe he'll cut the 4 towards the upper end of the table and then cue ball back down table. Because he needs to start opening some lanes. Okay, don't like that.
No.
Bank.
I didn't like that at all.
No. He really had to send the 4-ball up table. Cut it thin.
Well, it would have been all right if he didn't make that ball, but then he would have left a 9 bank, depending on what the 6 was.
But there was no need to run into the ball. The reason why he ran into it, it's because it wasn't available for the banking opportunity, for banking it later on. He hit it pocket speed. This ball has every bit of a chance to fall. It's not gonna. It reacted funny towards the end.
Yeah. They slow down. I mean, there's the humidity here, and it's.
Is he gonna spin it? Is he crossing it? Yeah, he is crossing it with inside English. And he double kissed
got
it.
Just a piece of the double kiss coming out.
He double kissed it.
Pretty much a free shot, but you still want to focus.
He was hoping to play position on the 4.
Yeah. And
nothing's available.
I don't think he can hit the 9.
No, I'm looking down directly at the table. Can't see any part of it. Then the 4. He wants to come off the 4 here. Send the 4 up table gently. Put the cue ball, on the second diamond on his own side. Yeah.
He doesn't have to really do much.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, just keep. This is one of those keep it simples.
Don't give him a cut on the 3. Okay. Well, he didn't need to do all that, but he did it and left the bank on the 9. He left the bank on the 9. He really needed to drift the cue ball towards the middle of the side rail, and he would have not let him see anything. Okay. But that's 1 ball. That's just 1 ball. Oh.
My goodness. It's like he shoved the cue ball sideways or something. He was spinning it, trying to
Alex didn't eat his Wheaties this morning.
Yeah.
Huh? He had a good shot. He was trying to twist the ball.
Yeah.
It didn't need that much twisting. It might need a little bit of a twist, but
he hit it right on the nose. It came back and
Yeah.
he hit it way too square.
Right. It might not even have needed. It might not have needed any twisting at all. He's looking to see. Yeah, he's going to just thin it and send the cue ball back down table. He'd be able to do that without leaving anything. As long as he doesn't give him a shot at making a 3-railer on the 9. Which is... Now here there's a million options. There's really no need to speculate. A million different things he can do to stay, keep the advantage and not give Alex an opportunity. That's good. That's fine.
Interesting. See what he does.
Yeah, I don't know what he would do here.
I mean, I don't see anything that can be very aggressive. He might.
Well, these balls are not in play. The 4.
No, he needs to keep the 9 in play. Maybe bank it between the 4, up between the 4 and the rail, and just
He
get
can
it.
also put the other balls in play. If he thins the 3 to hit the 4, send the cue ball up table and back towards the middle of the table.
Yeah, because he's got to get these balls in play.
Yeah, he needs to get them in play.
Because they're killing his banks and his straight ins.
He's looking to bank softly into those balls now. Oh, I see what he did.
Well,
and that was
not all bad. I mean, you know, I think.
Yeah, it's okay, but, you know, that ball's going to be up table right now. It's going to join the other 3 balls. He's looking to see if the 13-4, if it's dead, the carom. He's looking at that. Yeah, I don't think it's quite dead.
Have to hit it with a little bit of speed too, because of the angle. Because I don't know if it's more of a carom or a cut.
Here's the problem with shooting that ball. He'd be putting all the balls in play.
Correct.
There's no chance
it's a bad
shoot
risk.
That ball. No chance. Yeah. I'd be shooting that 9 ball, bringing it back up towards the 3 ball cluster. Yeah. Let him earn. Let Alex earn the game. You can't just hand it to him on a platter, silver platter. You'll have your opportunity to win the game. Just take the 9 out of play.
Yeah. Don't get impatient.
No.
Or as Ronnie Allen used to say, you always got to know the ball count. Makes a huge difference on how you play.
That is so true. That is so true. Finally. Finally. Tap it soft. Oh, he moved it to his side, which is fine. Which is fine.
As long as it bounces out to where it's bankable.
Yeah, he's keeping only 1 ball in play.
Sure.
Because that's all he needs.
And it's not even in play for this shot.
But it's out in the open, I'm sorry. Well, there is a shot here. He can actually kick the ball.
Behind it?
Kick behind the ball and send it up and back down. But again, it's available. You know, I don't know what he's going to do. There are 2 types of kicks, actually. You can kick up table. You can kick at 2 rail. You can kick at 1 rail.
2 rails is what I think I would.
He's crossing it over. He doesn't want to do anything. He's waiting for Corey to make a mistake. And Corey's waiting for Alex to make a mistake. So whoever makes the first mistake. He might have left Alex a double rail, double bank on the 3. I think it's available.
He'll have to disturb things a little bit if he does.
Yeah, he'll open up the balls, which he does need to.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't know where they're going to end up.
Right. It's a shot I would take here, the double bank. And he came short.
Way short.
He tried to avoid those balls.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our person would have looked to open
and that's because
he
was afraid of what was going to happen. I can sympathize with that.
Right. But he's opening them up one at a time. And Corey does have the double bank, too, if he wants to go for it, because the other balls are out of play. If he wants to double bank the 3, he can. He's looking to see if he can move the 9 towards his hole past the 413 and hide behind the 413, but he's not going to.
He's just going to put it right back up there.
Of course. He's moving it
Oh,
towards
he's
his
taking
side.
his side. Okay.
And he did leave a 2-railer. He definitely left a 2-railer on this one. And a double kiss. Should have held that cue ball. Why do I have a feeling Corey's looking to do something extravagant here? Let me see. He keeps eyeing that 13-4, but he needs to just shoot. He's shooting softly into it. Okay, now nothing is remotely close to being dead, so. Up table game, the wedge.
Yeah.
Dennis is on the clock. Wow, it's not typical of him.
Close. They're getting close to being on the clock for the straight pool. I'm sure they'll come in time. It's always, person should be at the room half an hour ahead just to get used to the atmosphere and get it acclimated. I mean, I feel that way.
It's such a crucial game for Alex because he doesn't want to be down 2 games.
Yeah.
He's going to fight tooth and nail here to try to equalize the match. All right, he played the 3-railer. Corey, I think, is going to send the cue ball up table towards his side. Leave the cue ball down table. If he did that, he'd leave a bank on the 4. So he probably want to try and do something else. He's going to try and do something. He might just send it back up table on Alex's side and put the cue ball on his side, more towards the middle of the bottom rail.
It's if
he
it
might
was
be even trying to cut that ball.
If
right
it was
into
over
his
a little
hole
bit
and
further,
win the game. He looks like he's cutting it.
Yeah.
He is, and hit it so good. Hit it so good. I believe it can be taken out.
Yes. Amanda. No.
Beautiful takeout.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought Corey would do. Send the 13 back up table, leave the cue ball down table exactly where it is. because
I
now
was
it
thinking
would
he might
be-
cut it because it's safe to cut.
Right.
You're not going to scratch unless you just way over thin it.
Right. Now it would have been Alex's turn to shoot right here, and he has nothing.
Yeah.
Now Corey, he's gonna have to shoot and make sure he doesn't give the guy, Alex, an opening. So, but he shoots so well that he's always tempted to shoot at his own.
Yeah.
You cannot fault him.
Yeah. But it's obvious that Corey doesn't have he's not intimidated.
No.
And a lot of times when you play a champion, that intimidation factor gets the best of you.
Right. Well, they're both champions.
Yeah.
In their own right. As I said, when I played Corey, he played so intelligently and left me gasping for air, and I had a hard time.
He whiffed it.
He missed.
That's carelessness. I'm sorry.
That's why I said it would have been Alex's turn to shoot and be careful, rather than Corey shooting and making that mistake.
That's a mental lapse there.
Right.
Well, I mean, you want to be on the hill.
Right.
Needing one is a whole lot better than needing two.
All right, now he's got an opening to bank that ball. He's trying to see if he can bank it and hit it with authority to come back up table and play something. Close. No cigar.
I was afraid. I was thinking he'd be afraid to hit it too hard because then it'd cross back over.
Right.
And that's anytime you're doing short rail banks like that, it's the fear factor.
He didn't have to hit it hard because the 13 was available for three-railer. You know, he could have played for the three-railer and play pocket speed. I think if Alex attempts to bank this ball, he might be surprised by a double kiss. Sometimes these balls are bankable from even a more severe angle with extreme left English. I've seen guys bank some balls that you wouldn't even consider banking. And this one, might be one of them. But I think it's definitely, the kiss is definitely there, I think. He's not going to do, he's going to cross it over to his side. He's displaying patience here.
Yeah, yes he is.
Displaying patience. It's on? Okay. All right. So we got a little wedge up table now, and the game could take forever. It's going to be, the battle is going to be fought one ball at a time now. Corey needing 2, Alex needing 4. Even though the balls are on Alex's side, it doesn't automatically imply that he's got the advantage. However, with this last shot right here, he did something very productive. He put several balls in play. The 6 ball is bankable, the 3 is bankable. So he opened them up, which is exactly what he should have done. Corey might be banking that 3 right here. And he shot it pretty well. You know, it didn't go, but it was available. Now you're going to see, I think, Alex banking it back up table towards this side, leaving the cue ball on the bottom rail. By scratching earlier, Corey actually suffered a little setback here. Instead of needing just 1 ball, he needs 2 now. It's a much harder situation for him because the balls are out of play. Needs to be fought. The battle needs to be fought a ball at a time now. Okay. Cross the 3 over, or that's exactly what he should have done. Had he crossed the 3 over to the side, he would have left Alex with the opportunity to bank the 6 ball. Instead, he neutralized the 6 ball bank. He took it out of play, took the 6 out of play. Alex did something creative here. And I think he'll cut that 4, he'll thin that 4 towards the 6-9, put the cue ball on his side of the table above the side pocket.
Just for a minute, and it doesn't look like much changed.
No. No. Let's see what he did exactly. But look what happened. Look what happened.
Yeah.
A very unfortunate, very unfortunate for Corey.
Well,
he just shot. He shot the right shot, but he didn't really aim at what he wanted to hit. And I do that all the time. Everybody does.
It's carelessness.
Play.
It's mental.
So he cannot at all fault him.
But the cue ball is going right in the direction for the get behind him.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
And
coming in front of it.
Guess what?
Oh, he didn't get there.
No,
I thought he hit it just right coming
Yeah,
behind it.
I thought so too. And even if he could have also had the 13 as a 2-rail opportunity. He doesn't have it here. It's too close to the 6. I don't know if he'll shoot it. He does. He shoots it. He shoots it. And guess what? If Corey cut that ball earlier, he's definitely going to cut this one. The one that he hung in his own was
got a 13.
Tougher than this cut right
Yeah.
here. He would cut this one, I think. Really? Okay. Because he can draw, I see. He's going to bank this with authority and draw. I don't like it. If he wants to do something, just
that's a good way to get a double kiss on that 13.
Yeah. He can stiffen that ball. I mean, it's not a hard bank, but he needs to draw the cue ball. He needs to draw the cue ball. Oh, look at that. He actually shot across the face of the ball.
That's what I was afraid. I thought it had too much angle. He almost did kiss it.
He cut it.
Yeah.
I thought he'd just stiffen the ball and draw the cue ball past the 6.
Alex is getting himself back in the game, 6-5.
Oh yeah. It's anybody's game here. In fact, Alex has the advantage. Oh my God, that's a beautiful shot. He was playing the ball and position on the 6. Very nice shot.
Hit the rail first and get behind the 13. I was thinking the long rail, or you could do it the short rail.
Short rail,
Yeah.
he can put the 13 on the
Top,
side. And the bank, the 3-ball bank, isn't available because the 6 obstructs the path. So he can kick gently behind the 13, lays the cue ball down on the bottom rail and 13 on the side. But he took that path, and that's perfectly fine as well. That's fine. Interesting what he's going to do here. I don't know. Oh my God. Serious? It's an unbelievable shot. I mean, he shot a beautiful bank. He shot a beautiful bank. I mean, he just split the wicket on that one. That's why he's Alex Pagulayan. So that last bank was available. I wasn't surprised he shot it. The earlier one, he could just see enough to just shoot it with surgical precision.
Yeah.
Corey had to give him the ball, and Alex still had another bank. He took it, made it. He has a bank here as well.
Yes, he does.
He can probably shoot it with draw into the 4. He can draw it into the 4 and make that ball. But then both balls will be in play, and that's the last thing he wants, in my opinion. If he can shoot it without hitting the 4, and looking at the table down 10, the table
Let's just
directly,
see if
he
he
can
can.
do it.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Completely different approach. Yeah.
Yeah. 4-ball bank is available for Corey. He needs to hit it with a little bit of authority. He cannot baby that ball. He's shooting the 3 or cutting the 4. Yeah, he backed the 3. Oh my God, he made it. He made it.
Ran out of
He
gas.
made it. No, he didn't.
Wow. He's having that adjustment problem with
Listen,
the
that
speed.
was a super aggressive shot. He was trying to shoot it and put the 4 in play to steal the game. That was.
He's not gonna hit soft again.
What he did is he banked the 3 and went 2 rail with the cue ball to kick the 4 towards his hole. Meanwhile, he caught the wrong side of the 4 and lined it up for Alex.
Yeah.
But listen, even though he lost the game here, and Alex needed to steal that game.
Yeah.
Alex
now we're 2 to 2. That was a nice long game.
Exceptional patience. He showed why he's the best in the world when it comes to one pocket. He is the best in the world.
You're not going to get an argument from this corner.
And that game in particular, because of the amount of patience he put on display, he stole that game, equalized the match. Now it's like we're playing a race to 3, and it's Alex's break. Okay, race to 3. Alex won the toss.
Yeah.
He's got first break. That was an important game for him to win.
First place is 4,000. Oh, he went to second ball. He does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yes, it's a different. I've never broke like that. I know it's available. I'd be scared to death to break like that. But you know, he broke them like that, and let's see what happens. He just wanted to try something new.
Somebody else was breaking that way the other day, though. I don't know if it was Alex, but
no, it's funny. He's playing for the 2016 U.S. Open one pocket title, and is trying something new.
Yeah.
If he makes this ball, the 13 is guaranteed position-wise. Here we go. And that's why he played it. He knew it was going to move that way.
First prize is $4,000 and second is $2,500. So $1,500 difference.
It's important to note that even though it wasn't a full field, all the added money was guaranteed. 5,000 added.
5,000 added to this and 10,000 added to the straight pool.
So. It wasn't contingent on having a full field. All the money was added. And the top 6 were paid. I got paid. Thank you, Mark. I wish my schedule would have allowed me to play the straight.
Yeah.
But next year I will.
Well, we'll be doing these events again. I'm not.
Where would it be next year? Would it be a different event?
The straight pool will probably still be in the same general area. It should be on the East Coast. Straight pool just doesn't work on the West Coast. But I'm not convinced that one pocket works here. I have a permanent venue that I can do it in Vegas that'll be opening up in July, and I may just do it there. You know, a lot of people are saying like St. Louis and this and that, but we incur a lot of expenses. We still have to go. We can't just turn it over to somebody. I'm not giving up the titles named to anybody. We've been doing these for, first one we did is 2004. And Matt Rosendahl, who used to run the event in Kalamazoo, retired and gave us permission to use the name, and then we trademarked it and everything. So
excellent. You know, Vegas would be a phenomenal location for a one-pocket tournament. It would attract a lot of people. I know a lot of one-pocket players in Vegas.
It's also easy to get to Vegas.
And pool players need an excuse to go to Vegas anyways, so, you know.
Yeah. We never had a venue, but I'm opening up the old Pool Sharks is going to be reopening mid-July.
Right.
So
that would be great. I've been to that room one time, a long time ago, though. I think it was...
it's going to be completely changed.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. You won't recognize it. It's the same. Nobody will even recognize. The pit is no longer there, for one thing. I mean, that's because it used to have that pit.
Right.
It's full of concrete now, so.
There's really no need for it.
Yeah. But it's going to be a really unique room. It's all high quality, real high quality.
And tables? What
diamonds.
Diamond tables.
Diamonds. A lot of sevens. I'm really thinking of putting a 6x12. I love golf. It's a you know, if you get the golf game going. So we'll probably have, looking around 16 and...
so all tables would be 7-foot tables?
No. Probably have 16 sevens, and under normal circumstances, it'd be 6 to 8. We're still doing the floor plan. 6 to 8 9-footers, and then possibly a 12-footer. Now, when we get ready to do big events, I'll remove some of the 7-footers and put some 9-footers in.
Some 9-footers, yeah.
So I'll make sure there's enough space when we space the tables
if you want to host the one-pocket event there, you probably need
9 tables is what
tables.
I like. I like 8 tables in play and 1 for a long match.
Right.
So it doesn't slow the brackets down.
Yeah. And Vegas is an around-the-clock kind of town anyway, so
that'll be kind of...
round-the-clock.
I really enjoy one pocket. I think it's the best game. I mean, straight pool is an amazing game also, but it's lost flavor for so much time, you know.
Of course.
Yeah. It's coming back a little bit too.
This room is, perfect for a straight pool. And the owner loves pool.
Yeah, Mark's
hospitality and generosity.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Well, he's
really.
an accomplished player on his own right. He's
Right.
a 100-ball runner. He's a trick shot guy and all kinds of stuff, you know.
Yeah, I enjoyed meeting him. Yeah,
And the room's full of memorabilia because he's very into collectibles, and
there's some stuff that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And I was walking around and looking at various different things. A lot of good stuff that you'll never ever see anywhere else.
But people are missing out. I mean, well, here's what we got. We're watching Alex and Corey on this table, and Thorsten Holman's playing on the next table. You know, it's and Dennis has got a match. Dennis O'Cuyo's got a match coming up, and there's some stone cold champions in this room.
100%.
I'm not
All
sure.
right, so this game, we know Alex broke. It wasn't the greatest break in the world. He tried something new, opened the door for Corey to run about 4 balls. And then Alex here, what he did is he sort of tried to regain the advantage, moved the ball away from Corey's side into his side and sent the cue ball up table. He needs to keep that game a down table game for as long as possible because he doesn't have the advantage.
Yeah.
He's 4 balls behind. And the last thing he wants is for Corey to start sending balls up table.
Right.
So the only way to do that is to open up, just create space, create distance for Corey and not give him the chance at banking balls up table and protect that 3. He's protecting that 3 ball, of course. It's one of his soldiers, and so is the 5 and the 8. Here, I think he's going to come off some ball like
Come off
the
the 14
and lay the cue ball down on the bottom rail.
Yeah, right under the 5.
Which he executed very nicely. Notice how he protected the 1 by doing what he did. He protected the 1. So it was a very good shot on Corey's part. I'd be interested to see what he does here. Will he come off the edge of the 3 and put him back where he had him in the first place? That's what I probably would be looking to do. But he's doing something that I don't comprehend yet. Trying to see what else. You gotta think here and he's looking for multiple different opportunities.
Right, he wants to be aggressive to a degree. He wants to gain something out of his shot, not just total defense.
It's really hard to be aggressive here.
From here, yeah, he's got...
he's going to come off that 3 and put him back on his side up table. The 1 isn't available. The only thing you can do that's crazy is bank the 3.
Wonder if the 3 goes 3 rails.
It can, but what would happen with the cue ball? Of
It'd
course,
go way upstream.
He'll have to shoot it with inside English.
High.
And
way upstream.
And here's the thing about it. If he shoots it 3 round, what is he going to gain from it? What would be his next shot?
Well, absolutely.
It's a one shot.
Yeah.
Well, the game, he's not ready. He shouldn't be ready to shoot at anything yet. At his pocket. He's not ready to shoot his pocket. I would definitely come off the 3. Yeah, oh, look at that.
That's dangerous.
Well, you know what?
Yes,
It would have very nicely, it was a creative shot.
Yeah, but it was,
It
the
could
angle
have
was
worked
bad.
out. It could have worked out.
He got too close to the corner.
Right. I personally would have come off the edge of the 3, right edge of the 3, and put him exactly where I had him in the first place. The 3 would have gone into the side rail and back out behind the stack, so he would have been protected. All right, he's going to cinch that ball. cinch.
Didn't
It's
want to
okay.
do that. Yeah, he's okay.
Here's the
he'd
shot
have been
right
better.
here. The shot here is to bank the 3 into the stack and hide the cue ball behind the 5-8.
Yeah.
He can also bank the 3 into the 14 and send the cue ball towards the side pocket. It's available as well. Personally, I like to loosen up the balls and hide the cue ball. It's one of my favorite shots, especially when it works out.
Yeah.
He can swing too. He can bank it into the 5-8 and go 3 right with the cue ball. That's another option. First option, bank the 3 into the stack, hide behind the 5-8. And like that. Here we go.
That was a good shot.
Yes.
I actually thought he was going to take the 3 ball higher into the stack and play almost whatever was the combination that would send the 1 ball towards the pocket. I think it was the 3-1.
Yeah, it's possible. Oh, no. Alex is in trouble because he got a little too aggressive at the wrong time. But who am I to fault him, right?
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Sorry.
Start critiquing them.
Yeah, it's hard for me. I'm sure a lot of people are saying, who the hell are you to say that? You're right. You're absolutely right. All right, what I like here, I don't think he can make the 3, but what he can do is he can 2-rail the 11 and put the cue ball back behind the 5-8. It requires precision and a good stroke. Here we go. Guess what? Textbook. The man shot it, and it's. If I was writing a book, I'd take a picture of that before and after and publish it as is. It's a beautiful shot. And my God, he plays so beautifully, with so much precision.
Mm-hmm. He does have precision, normally, just a pinpoint.
All right, here, he can twist that 11 ball bank, put the cue ball back behind the 5-8. Hopefully hit that 6 square on the nose and maybe make something.
Just hope he hits it hard enough.
Here we go. How's that? Not the best result because the cue ball didn't.
No.
He didn't achieve exactly.
That was a
what
tough
he
shot.
wanted. But he's still in good shape.
He's still under control.
Alex will shoot the 11.
And just bring the cue ball down to the center rail.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot the 11 and then carry him off the 6 to put the cue ball behind the 3. Because Alex could actually regain control right here. Oh no! Don't look at that, Alex. It's not time for that, my friend. But the reason he's doing that is he's behind 5 balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, know the count.
And he feels that if I make this bank, look how many balls I can run. But it's a big if, It's not an easy bank. All right. Are you shooting the 6 to put him behind the 3? Yep, he is. And look how beautiful and productive that shot was. Productive shot. Not in a trap. He can come off the 12 and just put him behind the 11 again. Protect the 3 ball. He can also bank the 1, twist. It's the twist. Control the cue ball and achieve the same result with the cue ball. Put him behind the 11, 5, 8, that area. It can be done. I've done it before with extreme low left, hit the one thick, twist it, and he can win the game here if he hits it good. But remember, what's going on, what's the good thing going on for Alex is that balls are still down table. And Corey actually chose to do something very wise, which is send the ball up table towards this side, keep the cue ball on. Who shot that ball? I'm sorry.
Corey shot that.
Corey. Okay, so he left the cue ball on Alex's side, down table, protected the 3, protected the 1. He's in trouble right here. He might end up kicking up table, back down behind the 3 if he cannot solve that puzzle. He might take a scratch right here. He might take a scratch. Corey played really well this game so far. Well, he's played well throughout the whole match, actually. He snatched defeat out of
yeah.
the mouth of the victory.
Jaws of victory. Yeah.
Jaws of victory, yeah. Mouth, I said jaws of victory. Snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory. The last game, he could have put himself in the winning advantage. Here he's saying, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to win this game, recover mentally from that mistake. And good shot by Alex, but he gave Corey the opportunity to take care of that 11 ball. Okay, that 11 ball, if he cannot make the 3, and I don't know if he can.
Oh, no, he can make
yeah,
the 3.
He can make it easily. I'm looking
Alex got a little weak on that.
Oh, yeah. You know, I looked down at the table. I said, it's almost straight in. And I'm looking at
TV
the screen, and I said, it's a severe angle. It looks like it's a severe angle on the screen.
He could have done better than this. I mean, to me, these are awkward shots.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah. Alex conceded? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He needed one step, right?
Yeah. Well, they respect each other's abilities.
Sure.
Well, Corey's 3 games and Alex is 2, and this is a race to 5.
Alex telling himself now, I'm not going to break like that next time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take that break. Now, guess what? Free bank. Free bank, you bank it, and you stick the cue ball on the bottom of the stack. Because he could, depending on how he hits that stack, he might he'll have the 3 or the 11 next, depending on how he hits the stack. Here we go. He got no. I don't think the 4 is available. I don't think it's available. So,
yeah, he shouldn't have missed that, but it happens. The shaking that you're seeing, that's Mr. Shane Van Boning's fault. They're correct. And he just didn't know you couldn't hit that rail. The camera's mounted to a rail.
Oh, that's why he got the sign, you don't touch the rail.
Yeah.
I understand. He's playing the 4 off the 8. Again, he's never...
he could have gotten a lot more out of that shot.
That display of imagination is, his imagination is always on display, his creativity. And that's exactly what One Pocket is. It's a creative game. He's got if he wants to be aggressive, he's got a 3-rail bank on the 12 when he can draw the cue ball back behind the 3-11. No, I think he's got the combination in the 4-2. I cannot tell because the 13 is too close. I cannot tell really. But the 3-railer, even though he won't make it because the path is obstructing, or the one obstructs the 3-railer path. There's too many balls actually. All of them obstruct the path to the 3-railer. But he'd be moving the ball from his, from Alex's side towards his if he played it.
Yeah, sometimes you have to think of that. Every shot you make one little step in the right direction, and after 10 shots, you've changed the game.
Right. Just like chess.
Yeah.
Not every move is checkmate or check. I think
he wants to shoot that combo.
he wants to shoot the combo if it's available.
Yeah.
No, it's not. The 12 lays almost perfectly. You can draw it straight back, hide behind these balls, and loosen up that, open up the door for the 1, 5, 7 later on, that cluster. But he seems to like it. He seems to like it. I'd be scared to death to pull the trigger on that. Oh my God!
Jeez, fooled us all, didn't he?
Something else.
Yeah.
He played another
Carom?
ticky, carom, whatever. I should have looked. I should have looked as hard as he did. All right, Corey. I underestimated you one more time. I did pick you, though, even though I believe Alex is the best. I did pick you for a $20 bet because I had that little intuition. That's a beautiful shot that he did. What was it?
He's just picking them off now a little bit, just finessing this and finessing that.
Oh yeah.
Just draw into the 6 ball and shoot the 7 next. Is that what he's going to do?
Puzzle solved.
Yeah.
No, he might still shoot the 8 here.
Yeah, it's just that he's rolling too far, but.
I would have liked to shoot the 8 and clear out those 2 balls, the 3 and 9. But he thinks that he's got enough balls over there.
Or if he can get behind him. Plus, he's got all these balls will come to his pocket, too, if he can just get behind him.
Right. Now, one thing I was taught is that when you're running balls in one pocket, no matter who you are, at one point or another, you're going to miss, no matter how easy a ball is. So you play position such that you're always behind the ball, so that when you miss, you're not even the guy straight and shot. That's why I like playing the 8 and the 3 and the 9. Is he straight here?
No.
Okay. I might go for it. No, don't. Okay, he got there.
Barely.
Got there.
I mean,
Yeah. He's got a perfect angle for the 110. The 1 and the 10.
That's right, these tables are a little slower because I'm used to tables that when I do play that they cover a little bit more ground.
one more, and he's on the hill.
Yeah. Alex is getting in trouble. This is game ball.
Look, let me tell you something about Alex. I was at the Don Coates Memorial a couple of weeks ago in North Carolina. It was at Brass Tapping Billiards. And Alex was behind 4-3 in a race to 5 to Justin Bergman. And I got someone to give me 2-1. I picked Alex.
Yeah.
You know? I said, no. I'll take Alex 2-1. $50. Alex did not disappoint. I didn't tell him that because he would have asked me for a jelly roll.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Corey has 4 games. Alex has 2. In a race to 5.
All right.
That's a $1,500 swing on prize money.
As I said earlier, I played them both. I lost to them both in this tournament. And I felt that both of them played superb. One pocket. They weren't just shot makers. I mean, I've always known Alex plays phenomenal. We all saw that 8 ahead for 25,000 him and Scott Frost. They played 104 games.
Yeah, it was over 100.
104 games it took.
I went down there a couple days and watched it.
Alex,
he made some
incredible. Yeah, his patterns are second to none. But guess what? Corey's saying not too fast.
Standard break this time.
Not too fast.
And he made it on the break.
Yes. And not only that, he's got the opportunity to break the ball straight pool style right here and run 6 more. Yeah. No. Oh, look what happened. Look what happened. That was... I'm surprised he didn't hit the stack on that shot.
Yeah.
It kind of curved around the stack. You know, the ball hesitated and just...
Yeah.
It was delayed effect on that top English. You put high English on it it had a delayed effect on it. That's why it curved back in its pocket. As I said, Corey was, I told Corey during the match, I said, I'm gasping for air here. You're playing really well. No matter what I did, he came up with something, sometimes jaw dropping. So I have tons of respect for the way he plays. One pocket. We all know he's a great 9-ball, 10-ball player, rotation player. He won the U.S. Open, right?
Yeah. He did.
And
I think he played...
he hasn't been playing one pocket too long, maybe 10 years. When he started playing one pocket, he broke the balls hard and ran out.
That's
kept
right.
making a
He
ball
kept trying to just blast them.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And people tried to explain to him that that's not the way you do it. Well, I'm going to keep doing it if it's working. And he developed into a phenomenal one-pocket player. Champion. There's a neat little shot right here. Neat little shot. You can kick the 12 with high left English. You can kick it towards your hole and stick the guy in the pack. In the stack. You can stick him in the stack. You kick it towards your hole and the cue ball goes to a rail. Stick him in behind the stack. That's one opportunity. The other opportunity would be to two-rail the 12, but then he'd be leaving the bank on the 10 if he did that. Unless he controlled the cue ball well enough to hide behind the 15.
Yeah, just don't get crazy creative.
Yeah, don't get crazy creative. You're right. You're absolutely right, Mark. He can, there's another shot too. He can shoot the 15 into the 10 and the cue ball into the 12 and move both of them and a whole bunch of balls towards his side.
Yeah, that's a lot of moving objects to control,
Yeah,
but I see the angles and everything.
It's called moving the furniture.
Yeah.
You're shooting the 12 right here and sticking the cue ball.
Yeah.
And that's a good shot.
Yeah.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, that's what Irvin used to call it. Rearrange the furniture.
Rearrange the Did I say moving the furniture?
Yeah,
rearranging the furniture is the right thing. Rearranging the furniture. Not moving. Rearranging. And unfortunately, not enough balls broke out of the stack here. So he doesn't have anything by his hole. So I wouldn't say it was very effective. Here, potentially, the shot would be to shoot the 9 and stick him on the 11. It's a touchy shot because if he misses hitting the 11, if he gets too close to the stack off the 9, he'll leave the 11 as a shot. I think he might shoot the 9 and send the cue ball to the bottom of this, to the bottom rail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Went
I see
the other
what
way.
he did. Okay, that's even better. That's even better. Well, usually the term furniture rearrangement is used to describe the process of moving a whole bunch of balls from one guy's side to get. Sometimes you see a guy, you look at the table and say, wow, I got 6, 7 balls by my hole, and the guy takes one shot and all of them move over to the other guy's side. See, what the heck happened? Replay, please. I want to see what he shot. Yeah, but he could he could bank the 13 into the stack, but looking down at the table directly, he would definitely leave a cut on the 15. So sometimes the camera angle tricks you into believing that the shot would not be available afterwards, but it would be. Not sure what he'll do here, really. That's a beautiful shot. It worked out well. Again, nothing hung in his hole, though, which is unfortunate for him. I suspect he will bank that ball. Not only bank it, but doing it in trick shot fashion behind his back. If he shoots it,
I guess he's going
I'd be interested to see if it comes at no cost. Well, guess what? It could have cost him the whole game, the whole championship. But what does he do? He shows once again that I'm Alex Pagulayan. I'm deserving of the title, the Lion. You know?
That's a pretty sporty shot.
Unbelievable. I mean, he would have lost the game here had he missed it. Shoot this bank, an off-angle bank behind his back. You know? I'm the Lion, he says. You think they call me that for nothing? Oh, God. I'm the Lion, and there ain't lying. Okay, he's got another bank here on the 11. He's got another bank on the 11. It's not an easy bank, and it will cost him if he misses it. So...
Yeah, because you just about have to roll the ball, and then the cue ball's going to probably bleed up behind the 8, possibly, or the 4.
If he banks this one, I suspect he will bank it hard and sends the cue ball up table. But you know what?
See, I'd roll it if it was me shooting, but
he's gonna run into the 8. I think he's trying to run into the 8. Yep, like that, because it takes away the.
Yeah, if he misses,
right.
Otherwise he gets behind the 8. He's in trouble.
Yeah. You ran into the 8 because it would impedes the progress of the cue ball. Can't make the 4 or the 15. And now he's got the opportunity here to cut the deficit to.
He's going to get maximum mileage out of that shot.
Cut the deficit to 1 game.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. He's trying to figure out what the heck he's going to do.
He's going to have to, if he reaches it, try to run into the 5-2, or if he draws past them, the only ball available is a 15. He's going to try and bump him. Yeah, he's got the 5, I think.
I'm assuming he has the 5. Looks of it.
I don't know if he does. Yeah, he might have it. Looking down at the table, he might have it. And if he's straight on it, I guarantee you the 2 is next.
Sure.
And the 15-4.
Yep.
Yeah, he does have it. Sometimes you think that the ball nearby is obstructing the.
Oh, did it hook him?
Yeah, it did.
So that one doesn't, from my angle, doesn't look like it's hooked.
Yeah, it hooked him. It
came back just a touch too far.
Yep, he did. He might be able to curve it.
Yeah.
He might be able to curve it. Yeah, he's massaying slightly. And that English is what he needs anyways to play the 15-4. Here we go. Right, once again, he shot courageously, massayed the ball, made it, got perfect shape. And I think Corey would concede right here. Just
amazing.
like Alex did the last game.
Couple of nice shots there.
Man, let me tell you, these guys are just.
The finesse is just, and you don't appreciate it till you really. You have to really get into it.
They keep asking me for these guys are out of this world. They play. They're from another planet in the way they play.
Yeah.
They're always putting that 8 and out on display. The strongest move in the game.
Corey has 4 games. Alex has 3. This is a race to 5. And it's the U.S. Open 1 pocket coming from Windsor Locks, Connecticut at Pool Table Magic. Nice room.
I'd like to get 2-1 on Alex right here.
Yeah.
Maybe, see who's available down there for that. 2-1 on Alex here is not a bad bet. He knows how to close.
He can just turn that gear up one little notch every once.
I asked him a question in North Carolina, Mark. I said, Alex, just tell me, what makes you play so hard? You play real hard, man. I mean, seriously, I envy you. He says, every time I'm asked that question on Facebook, I show people the picture of my 5 kids. I understood. I said to him, did you go through the trials and tribulations that every player goes through? He said, absolutely. Sure. I said, what you do? I said, I kept trying. I never gave up. I kept trying and trying and trying. And eventually I told myself, enough's enough. So, that's why he developed into what he is.
Yeah, he's a real live monster. He's a great player. I mean, a lot of people think he's the best all-round player in the world, too.
Yeah.
Because of his snooker abilities.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at Derby City, I think he's won Master of the Table at least 2.
I think he's the only person
times.
that's won all the disciplines.
Right.
Yeah, and the Master.
Banks.
Yeah, Banks, one pot. Yeah. And the straight pool.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. He won Master of the Table this year, maybe even last year too. 2 times in a row, and he's done it 1 time prior to that. So. Very nice shot. I should have said that's what he was going for. He went for a great shot that he can win with. He didn't leave anything, as far as I can tell. And the simplest shot right here is to just shoot the 4, move it over to his side. He'd be defending the 2, and make sure he doesn't get a view on the 6. So he'll have a ball below and ball above his pocket. And just shoot this 4 and stick the cue ball there. That's all. Don't do anything else. Don't need to kick and hide behind that 12 either. Just shoot the 4 and stick the cue ball there. The 2 ball is where Alex's pocket is, right? Just
Correct.
to be sure. So he's got the advantage right here. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll both go. They're not stacked on top of each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you get them stacked like that, you got to get them. You got to break those lanes loose.
You know, he might surprise me with something out of this world here, right? Because he always never fails to do that. But the right shot here is to kick behind the 2. Kick up table and back down behind the 2. I mean, it's touchy because he can scratch. That cue ball can end up in the sink. But it's the only thing available here that I can tell. Other than do something. Let me see. He might be able to shoot the 15. Follow the cue ball to the bottom rail, stick him on the bottom rail. He could shoot the 15, maybe even if he cuts it slightly, he could end up with the cue ball behind the 2. That's the only shot available. I've seen him do that before.
Yeah, it's just kind of a force follow. A little bit of high left, or at least left.
He's either gonna kick up table and come back down behind the 2, or he's gonna follow behind the 15 and try to put the cue ball as close to the 2 as possible without giving him the opportunity to shoot it. And then Alex's response would be to shoot the 14 and put the cue ball behind the 12. So they're thinking 2 moves ahead, these guys.
All right, let's see what he does.
He's probably looking to prove me wrong again. That's what he's doing. He's saying, I hear you, Peter. I know. I'm overhearing what you're saying. Okay, what he did here, I don't like. That is the worst thing he could do, is just hide behind the stack on the wrong side.
On the wrong side.
You know what Alex can do right here?
Well, he can tap it if he wanted to.
He can tap it, put the cue ball in between the 1-3, take a foul.
Because, Corey fouled first.
Yeah. If he doesn't want to take a foul, he'd shoot the 13. Bank the 13 towards his hole. Leave the cue ball near the first diamond. But then if he does that, he'd be giving up the possibility of a bank on the 10, which of course wouldn't go unless something very lucky happens. A bank in the 10, of course, would expose the 7 and the 7-2 or the 2 itself. So you can either take the scratch or just shoot the 13. He's shooting the 13. Don't make that 10 available. Yeah, that's good. All right, what do we got here? I'm going to look directly at the table. Well, at first glance, absolutely nothing. Yeah.
He'll find something.
I mean, I really have so much admiration for the way he thinks. And look, he's smiling. He's very comfortable. He's enjoying himself. He might end up kicking behind it too. And or putting him back exactly where. He's on one or two. He owes one. He owes one. He can also, by the way, he can go 3-rail with the cue ball and come behind the 2. Okay, that's another opportunity. Okay. Does that give him any advantage? No.
Well,
no. I mean, he worsened the place. He actually made it worse for himself. He's more at a disadvantage than he was before. Alex is looking to see, can I bank that 13 and hide behind the 12? Or should I shoot the 13 into the 12, take them both out? Because he doesn't know what's going to happen if you did that. You might give the guy an opening to rearrange the furniture. And that's the last thing he wants. There's a shot right here. I think it's available. Shoot the 8-9. Freeze him on the 3. Freeze him. Absolutely freeze him on the 3. And there's, of course, the 13, which we talked about. Oh, he's shooting the 12. He can see the 12. He can see the 12.
He's not happy about something.
I don't know why he's not happy with that. It's actually okay. It's actually okay.
I don't think that 14 can do anything. That's the only thing that he's, that doesn't.
He's protecting the 2.
Yeah.
He's protecting the 7. You shouldn't be upset at that.
Yeah,
maybe he tried to do something else.
I think he was attempting to do something on the cue ball on the rail or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Maybe he tried to stick him on the rail. No, this is better because had he stuck him on the rail, he would have given him a view at the 1, and he would have played a billiard on the 1 and made the 7. You see, this is better than sticking him on the rail. He would have neutralized the advantage, or some of it, by making the 7 by way of a billiard. Here, I would like to be in his shoes right here. See? We gave him the 7.
Get a little impatient. It's going to cost him more than the 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We gave him a view at the 7. 7 to the 14, maybe to the 1. I don't know how he's going to play the pattern. I mean, he's going to amaze us again.
He's going to amaze us again. He might go for the 2 ball right now, which seems highly risky to me, but pockets are fairly forgiving. He's got a 7 ball kicker.
Yeah, He's got the 1, the 14, the 7, and then the 14 on the 1. He's got the 5-2 after that. Okay, okay. All right. He did amaze me by shaking them balls a little bit. Beautiful shot. 14-8.
Good call.
He might elect to shoot the 9 here, actually, because that would give him an entry
into the 1.
He'll penetrate that.
Yeah.
It's actually laying perfect. From the 9 to the 5-2, I think.
What's that, the 5? I thought it was the 1. These colors get me. But
no, the 1 is right next to the 9.
Yeah.
But I think he'd play the 8 because it's straight in. He can
then
draw back.
Then I figured he'd play the 9
and then the 9.
And then the 1.
And the 1 or the 5-2.
Yeah.
The 5-2. Okay. Nothing is now available anymore except the 1. I don't know if he's going to play the 2 or the 6-2 here. I don't think it's available. Easy. It's not an easy shot. The 1. Oh, he is playing it. Okay. And looking down at the table, it still looks difficult. I'd be shooting the 1 here because he's got the 11-4 up there. Just take the cue ball to the top rail. Just stun that shot. He's gonna shoot the 10 next. He's shooting the 10 next. Okay. And you know what? That's not a bad shot, actually. It's better than going up table because now he's going to cut the 10 and still be behind the balls. A free shot, per se. Behind the balls. Here we go. But is the shot available? The 6. Is it easier than what it looks like? Yeah, it is actually. It is easier.
Gotta wiggle through that thing a little bit.
All right, well that ended.
He only needs 1
2.
ball.
Oh, 1 ball.
Is that really 4?
He's playing for
8
1.
on the table, yeah.
And Corey needs 1. So don't get impatient. Alex, you're about to even up the match.
Right. And you gotta like Alex.
Equalize your position. So just shoot the 13 into your side of the table. Leave the cue ball at the bottom. Leave the cue ball at the bottom. The 5 is not bankable. Protect the 6. Here we go. That's how you play 1 pocket. That's how you play 1 pocket. All right. Wow, we're going to have a handheld match, it seems.
I think so.
Can it be any better than that?
I think so.
Viewers are getting maximum mileage out of their viewing subscription. Here we go.
Hill. Sometimes Corey's just a little too imagination, too much, a little aggressive. His stick is interesting. He's got lead tape underneath the wrap.
I heard that.
And it's like a 21 some odd ounce or something like that.
Is a miniaturized version of Strickland. I wonder why they do that. You think it stabilizes their arm?
He likes heavy cue sticks and he likes butt heavy cue sticks.
Right.
That thing is all the weights in the back end. Bob Mucci, who sponsors Corey, is making some kind of special stick. Corey was telling me about it.
Right. But heavy.
Probably.
Like the old days, they played with butt heavy cubes.
Oh, like those old hoppies.
Right.
Everything was big old thick butts. And he went back conventional break again.
And he was right to do so, right? This is a good break. Because moving the 14 is easy, but preventing him from seeing a bank is not going to be. I mean, moving the 14 is not a big deal. However, what he would do right here is he'd take the 14 out, maybe draw the cue ball up table. That's a possibility. He can also
when you have a big old stroke, you can do that.
If he really wants to go crazy, right, you can bank the 7 into the stack and also remove the 14.
You've got the 12-8 or the 10-8. Looks like it's a
crazy shot. He's not going to shoot it. Okay. I might shoot it if I'm ahead a few games on someone just to see what happens. He can shoot the 14, try to stick him on the 7, which is a tough shot to accomplish. But, if he rearranges, if he reposition the 14, he might eliminate the possibility of a bank. But he did exactly what I said earlier. Move the cue ball up. Yeah, look what happened.
Yeah.
Had he drawn that cue ball all the way up table, that would not have happened. If he had drawn it, create that distance.
Yeah. That was an ugly roll.
Absolutely, because he didn't hit the 5 or the 15.
Yeah.
What were the odds
It
of
was
that?
misplayed, hit it too hard. Of course, you don't know if he hit it too hard if it would hit where he wanted. But,
that was my first choice, was to move the ball away from Alex's side and put the cue ball up table by Corey's own on Corey's own side by the upper corner. Anywhere up table is fine as long as the 7 is not in view. All right, so the 2 is next. The 2 is next. And what he likes to do, I don't know if he's gonna play the 7 next. He probably, I suspect, I don't think he's gonna come across the table here to Corey's side. I think he might use the 7 to do that. If he does move the cue ball, if he crossed the cue ball over to Corey's side after making the 2, he will have the 3 available and the 5 available. So he's looking at it, which can I do it now? If he cuts the 7 here, it wouldn't be a bad shot because the cue ball would come off the bottom rail and towards Corey's side rail. And then he'll have the 5 available, the 15 available, 15-5. All right. 3 is available, and so is the 5. So he did the first thing we said. Nice thing about this shot here is that he's going to loosen up the stack by shooting the 3.
What's he going to shoot next? You think he can salvage the 7?
Yeah, after shooting the 3.
Because he might get coming behind the 13.
Right. But if he shoots the 3 and loosen up the stack, he'll either have the 7 next, or he can shoot and draw for the 5. He elects to go for the 5 here. I personally think he should loosen up the stack. But he's the master of the 8 and out, so what am I saying? Let's see. If he shoots the 3, he's going to bump the 8 and make the 3 available anyways. Okay. If he shoots the 5, he's going to loosen up the stack by hitting the 8. But he went for it. Now here we go. Here we go. He drew it for the 5. You know what? I'm learning, but just watching this. I mean, I'm seeing so many opportunities here and starting to think a little bit like him, too. I'm excited. All right. Oh, look what he did.
13.
Yeah. 13 then the 6. Or the 1. I'm surprised he didn't shoot the 5 first. But he wanted to be where the action is, where the opportunity, give himself the opportunity to make balls. He's going to shoot the 13, then the 1, and then the 6, baby. Or the 6 right after that, depending on what's available to him. There you go. Either one would work here.
I think he only needs 3. Right?
If he needs 3, then shoot the 6 right here.
Really? I'd take the 1.
Yeah, no. The reason why I say because the angle is perfect for him, But the angle will be perfect too. If he shoots the 1 first, that's fine. All right.
So he needs the 6 and plus 1.
Now, yesterday I saw Corey. He had an opportunity to shoot 1 ball before shooting the ball that would open up the stack. And he took it first. He could have shot the 6 first, but, it's his choice. It's his choice. Doesn't make one or the other.
Yeah, that's it. 1 more.
Congratulations.
Right. And we have a champion. And Corey did real well the first couple of games. Got a little weak towards the end.
Yeah, I told you it's going to be a lot closer than most people think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a 2-game advantage and let it slip.
Let it slip. So the final score is 5-4, and that is the end of the 1 pocket. We'll be having straight pool coming up shortly.
We should formally say that Alex Pagulayan is the CSI U.S. Open 1 pocket champion 2016.
Yeah.
They told him to be here.
Our 2016 U.S. Open 1 pocket champion, Mr. Alex.
John Lehman, tournament director, is congratulating Alex. We're getting some pictures taken. This event was brought to you by Pool Table Magic, CSI, OBQs, Tiger Qs, Simonis, and Aramith. We appreciate everybody's support, and we'll be coming back with some straight pool.